Peace and what's up, world? Today we're going to be looking at the CRKT Yukanto, another knife designed by James Williams. And this is a fixed blade knife, very, very slim design, and I like it. Long story short, I like it. Let's pop it out the sheath. Again, it's the Osuraku Tanto. Maybe saying that incorrectly. And by the next video, I'll learn exactly how to say it. Um, very, very, very small knife, very fast in the hand, and very good for, close, small quarters. Um, Basically a good old shit knife. Like, yeah, if you need it and it comes out, it's. And I do like fixed blades as opposed to folders in the sense that with a folder, I grab, I flick open, or I do whatever to open it. With a fixed blade, you grab and you use. Much simpler, much faster. Um, Very good design. Only glass, or only AUS 8 and G10, or glass G10 scales on this. Very, very nice. So in terms of feedback I've seen on this knife, the biggest qualms I've seen from people is the sheath. How can I attach this to clothing and da-da-da, whoop-de-whoop. With imagination, you still can attach this to whatever you need to. And I understand, you know, hey, you have a sheath and it seems only for Molly. That's what it's designed for. It goes within one Molly loop. So it's a nice knife, very compact. Some people are like, hey, how can I carry this if I'm not wearing any Molly? Well, we can still carry it. And I'll go over a few ways as to how to do that. But I think basically for me to complain about the sheath with a knife like this is like, man, you can't. For the value and the classic design, it's a no-brainer. It's too legit to quit. So yeah, we'll go over some of the first. If I find it, yeah, I did bring it. All right. So even on their website, when I first saw this, I said, hey, I wasn't sure. But I was like, man, this kind of looks like a Tech Lock insert. And yes, lo and behold, and this is an old school Tech Lock. This is 10 years old. This is from 2005. Man. Anyways, this divot here can pop out the sheath, sit flush in here, and you can attach the knife with a screw to the sheath like this. You can attach it sideways. And I have these other grommets on here. I was kind of testing it out, and the grommets will actually give tension sideways under the sheath. You can even attach a strap of some sort over here. Basically, what I'm saying is the screw here and the grommet that comes with the sheath can be used to attach to a Tech Lock, and you can take off this Molly clip here. So it attaches to a Tech Lock, and at that point, and even without the Tech Lock, like, the imagination is the only limit you have. But it works. And there's another method which I actually prefer to the Tech Lock. The Tech Lock's cool, but because the hole is here, let's see, if you mount this here, it's gonna ride kind of high. This is your belt, but this is doable, especially on your 10, 11 o'clock. For me, I like that 10, 11 vertical like this. Pretty discreet. I can still bend over. Doesn't imprint. And of course, that's where that's legal. Like, if you're in your house or whoop-de-whoop, whatever, don't do that outside if it's not legal in your jurisdiction. So don't hit me back like, hey, I carried this and got pulled over and I got my teeth knocked in, because don't do that. Anyways. Hopefully no one gets hurt, period. But as we've seen, people unfortunately get hurt for many reasons. But onto the other method of carry is in a belt. Check this out. So if you can imagine, my love gut would be, pushing the belt out, but I can basically slide this up here, and voila, it stays in place. And I love this carry. I can use my left hand to get it. I can use my right hand to get it. You can drop a t-shirt over, a dress shirt, a polo shirt, tank top, whatever. No one would know the difference. And in places where you can't carry fixed blades, but you have to show it publicly, just tuck the front of your shirt in and you're good. To draw, however, because there's no real tension on the belt, and I may experiment with this, I may put like a tension strap on the molly clip so it knocks up against this belt. But it's good to use your hand anyway. So to draw, start with your thumb, you know, make that initial push with your thumb and it comes out easy. This part here of the sheath prevents it from sliding out, but a really good carry method. So yeah, that's the CRKT Otanashi no Ken. Excellent knife for self-defense. I mean, this is basically what this knife is for. You can use it for anything. That's what knives. Knives are a basic tool, but you know, this is definitely a self-defense blade. Very, very, very strong in hand. And I think CRKT's logo or kind of slogan is confidence in hand, and this knife does that. One little side note before I finish. I was used to the Otanashi no Ken handle. And when I first got this, I was like, oh man, this handle's too small, but you just got to get used to it. And with this knife, when you pull it from the sheath, your hand should be set. Definitely practice. Practice with everything. Practice with everything. Don't just buy a knife and wear it. That's stupid. Don't be a mall ninja in front of the mirror either. If you know someone or a place to go get training, that's the best thing to do. But definitely practice your motor skills with it. But check out the Otanashi no Ken and this side by side. Look at the handle difference. It's almost an inch longer on the Otanashi no Ken. It took a little bit for me to get used to, but it's not a problem. Not a problem for me at all. I love the Otanashi though. Look at that handle, man. Look at that handle. Just beefy. And this is a nice knife as well. I'll show you. I'm going to add a little ring right here so I can put my thumb in there. Make my index and kind of dangle it off if I have to do something else. Probably out of fabric or paracord braided. So I have a little circular ring here, bloop, right here, somehow attached to this. So I can put my thumb in here, and if I need to release it, and it's still attached to my thumb or my index, release it, still attached to my index. Overall, very nice design. I love it, and I love to see knives that kind of pay tribute to, you know, the past and the lineage of bladed design. And these designs are very old, and they probably won't go anywhere because they're so effective at what they do. Again, this has the Osuraku Tanto point. And you can see the grind on this one is a little bit more subtle. Like you don't see as much of an angle as on the Otanashi no Ken. But very long initial angle, and then it straightens out. That's it, the CRKT Otanashi no Ken. Excellent knife. And remember, your imagination is the limit. Peace.